But don't get too excited, we don't have any strippers. That would have been a good idea, but anyway, if anybody has any funny vignettes that they may want to tell about these, chime in when I'm done. We thought that it might be a nice idea, but you've all introduced each other, so you all know each other. But anyway, to say a little something about the guests in attendance this afternoon. And as you can see, they span many years and generations. We have 3 generations here. We have Bea, we have Audrey, and we have Stephanie. Who include both friends who often feel like family and family who often feel like friends. So I interviewed Bea on Sunday, and I said, give me a little material here. and so this is the result of this. But there was one common theme in speaking with Bea. Yeah, he's going to do it without the glasses. That's when it was Spencer's bar mitzvah, there were no pictures.
There was.
No, you couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a good one. Which wasn't so good. Got it.
Anyway, the one common theme was really friendship. Sharing good and sometimes not so good times together. It's not that the times were good, but the circumstances were not always good. But sharing laughs, and in one case, songs. She's laughing. Really being there for each other. And like Adrian's husband, Richie, who's going to be mentioned twice, for shoveling the snow, shoveling these car was stuck in Beechurch, and she had to be shoveled out. I don't know why she didn't shovel out, but she doesn't drive the car. She's ice on the ground.
She drove then.
No, but even then it had to be, smoothed down. And and in the more recent time, not everybody could come today, but the eye drop assistant. There you go. Or they are
That's remarkable.
Get out from being locked in. Not contrast to being locked out of their apartment. Anyway, I started by just to say this is Audrey, who is I'm just making the introduction. In case anyone doesn't know this is Audrey, Bea's lovely, beautiful daughter, and through the Queen way. Here we go, and Randy. Okay. And then I'm Eileen, who I'm married to the firstborn son, Alan. Firstborn-in-law. We're not referred to as first and second, but anyway. A before B. Okay, this is very random order, so there's no pecking order here, so we're going to start with Lynn. Lynn was often mistaken for Bea's twin sister. Distinguishable only by the color of the hair. They met over 20 years ago in that most common of women's meeting places, Margill's Nail Salon. and along with Adrian, have been meeting there every Friday for many years for the traditional matty-petty, followed by lunch. And very long-term time friends, they were now also neighbors who enrich each other's lives on a daily basis. Followed by Adrian, who fits well with this group, the other member of the Ladies Who Lunch. If one is missing, I'm told the local merchants take notice and they ask. She capped off the Friday lunch with the purchase of the ritual challah, which to this generation is called holly. We were the challah generation, but they're the holly generation. Terrific friends, always reaching out to help. Then it was Marvelous Richie, who dug Bea's car out from the snow, and it was also reliable Adrian, who was entrusted with bringing the gowns to Audrey's wedding, right? That's true. Everybody else flew, and Adrian and Richie were entrusted, and they delivered very well. In style. Ellen, very special to me because we share the same birthday, and the special appreciation of my son's writing. a very good friend, a dear friend. They've known each other for a very long time, and with their husbands, vacationed together in Santo Domingo and shopped in very fashionable flea markets, and shared many a dinner out.
And we were both on diet, and...
Well, no, wait. You told me that. So Bea and Ellen are known for sharing that one slice. Honestly, when you told me that, I can't imagine what Hilton would have said. I don't even say, what sounds like a because when he would drive home from the bakery, he'd stop up in Harlem and pick up a few slices there, probably half a pie. Anyway, so I can't imagine it. And together they share many memories. We all also share the Hanukkah memories, wonderful creative gifts for the children, and that's where my son's writing comes in, because he was, Ellen liked to give him a gift just because she liked it. Yeah, thank you. You're right. And Ellen's also known for her delicious Hanukkah. Okay, so now...
Delicious what? Delicious what?
Chocolate.
Ah.
Not only chocolate, she's a wonderful cook. And when she says by accident, I can't do on purpose.
That gets very interesting, Lee.
Everybody's to Ellen's house. He's going to invite for dinner. Okay, Jeanette.
Okay. Jeanette is a new friend, a new neighbor at the Towers of...
Babylon.
Towers. Her name, Waterhead. As soon as he moved in, Jeanette reached out and offering her friendship, which, as we all know, people are not always that open to do. And she's always asking me, what did she do? Did she give her a ride or anything? And she is one of this cadre of trusted eyedrop assistants. Edith is another new friend and trusted neighbor. As I said before, one of these greatest challenges when she moved into her new co-op was her front door. Owing to some lack of attention on the part of the contractors in lining up the door lock, I think, she often found herself either unable to get in or unable to get out of her. So a shout out to Edith. There she was. I asked her, these the legs that kicked in the door. Have you been working out with Randy? I can't get up with that. Okay, Rochelle, moving across. Not the oldest among us, but the one who has the most years shared with Steve. The stories I've always been told is of Steve wheeling Rochelle around the Bronx in her baby carriage. Along such notable byways as Boston Road, 172nd Street, if that means anyone, and means anything to anyone, and Seabury Place, now forever memorialized in the new book that I know you have, but I don't know if you've read.
No, I haven't yet.
I haven't. And, I was thinking, what do people from the Bronx call? Yeah, but they're not.
Bronx guys.
Do you recall some mother putting candy, putting candy in the carriage and telling me to call all the other children around to take pieces of the sweets? Now, I remember my mother told Robin to do that to Sarah. So, anyway, always there for each other and sharing the bond that only close cousins without sisters. A party planner and hostess extraordinaire. G&B have made certain that the family connection endures throughout the generations, so that we're with Eileens and Barry and Mindy, who wasn't able to be here today, and Stacy, yes, and Stacy Scott, and even the next generation with her grandchildren, Alec and Barry in Florida, and Steph and all the other grandchildren. Stacy, daughter of Rochelle, the beautiful and entrepreneurial occupational therapist specializing in the head. Importantly, she was there for Milton when he fell from the ladder in the bakery and injured his shoulder and needed help in regaining the mobility in his arm. And I understand you're a Gemini, and as the Gemini, you and me share that same sign. Gemini sisters, Gemini power. Dee and Milton have watched her grow up to be a beautiful young lady, and they think you're the greatest. All right, Jeannie. She goes back almost as far as Rochelle, the girlfriend and then wife of the fabulous Martin, Rochelle's brother, and the favorite male cousin, and
like a brother.
To be was like a brother more than a cousin. They met when they were about 16, and when Dee and Milton met, the four of them would often go out together, hang out together, playing penny poker and sit in the ocean. Well, going on these all-night John speed. And the question is, did the car really break down that night and Martin turned it home sunrise? We'll see. We'll check that. No, Martin passed away way too young and too long ago. Jeannie was and continues to be close back. Always. No. Okay, Eileens. Daughter of Jeannie. Mindy, your other daughter, who lives in Maryland, couldn't be here today. She's got active boy. Eileens has always been extra special to me because she's named for her beloved mother, Helen. And he told me that when Jeannie and Martin made it known to her that their child, when she would be born, would be named for her, and he said, you know, when she discovered that she too was pregnant with Howard, she said, Howard will be named for my mother. You know, there's always in our religion somebody to name after, and Jeannie and Martin said, no, this name is for Helen because she was so special to her. Eileens is part of that second generation that is here today, and the mother of Marielle, who was sort of on short notice, hoping to be here but couldn't. She had a Spanish test, and we share many instances together, and it's really a joy to have generations together. And Mama's not here, so we'll skip her. Sorry. Candy Cole. Wait, no, I'm sorry. This line doesn't make sense without the others. Oh no, it's all right. Did I say that a lot of you met having your nails done together? Yes. So believe it or not, they met having their nails done. And through their common friendship with Carol, who couldn't be here today because she's in Florida. And anyway, they are new friends, and they part of that group that dines together. They share a fondness for the Bayside Chinese food. And Sandy is the one who not only do they laugh a lot, but they sing a lot. So if you would share to sing together, that would be very nice. Okay, Margie?
Not in the restaurant.
One of these younger generation friends, she's always there for her, and that's for sure. Going back as far as the day of B for Bad. B for Bad. And Bee at one time had a business where she sells belts and bags and jewelry.
I still have to start.
So going back as far as the days of Bad, where Margie could be candidates in the house and move those bags, belts, and costumes. Sell those bags. She never forgets an occasion, nor a movie. That's why you're still a movie queen. He was at Margie's wedding, bridal shower and wedding, and in these words, is very dear. Thank you. Okay, Catherine. Again, these words are adopted for. They first met when Catherine was hired to work in Glendale Bakery. She was always a standout. I always used to say, who's that? She's the one. They took a personal interest in Catherine, who was new to the view of Columbia. And, and, you know, she took a very personal interest in Catherine's personal life, and squeezed all her boyfriends, telling her who was right and who was wrong. And when Peter was introduced to them, he said, "That's the one." And he was.
Go for it.
And actually, when I spoke to Catherine, she told me a funny story, how when you and Milton made her bridal shower, she did a lot of the preparation. She inscribed her cake. She wrapped up all the favors, not knowing it was for her.
That's
Probably some shower. We had a couple of orgies today. And my mother-in-law was a little British dropper. My mother-in-law was a little shy.
Shared a lot of laughter, yes.
And a lot of love. And a lot of love.
Florence Estridge.
Here I am.
Right? So after the days in Flushing, when my husband Alan and Florence's son Mark were friends. And actually, we had the pleasure of meeting Mark and his wife in Florida a few years ago for dinner. And when Florence, I think you didn't know each other then, but you knew your sons were friends.
Yes, and of course I had no idea she lived there, and she didn't know me from a hole in the ground.
Right. So one day somebody rings the doorbell. I think there's some sort of situation, and you know, one thing led to another, and they realized they had their sons in common, and
Very common.
Yeah, very common. And they became fast friends, and
We are friends, and I wish he still lived where I do, because neither one of us gets around too well these days. But I know you're happier where you are, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to make a speech?
Okay, Alan speaking, I'm going to switch to Robin, who is my sister-in-law, the wife of my brother Stuart. And Alan and I met in the summer of 1974, which you may remember, some of you weren't around, but 1974 was when Nixon was impeached, all great things were happening that summer. I didn't want to teach you. I'll go back to my notes.
How come she gets guys to hug her and I can't get anybody to hug me? I have no idea. Do you know those people? I don't know.
Oh, I know. Yeah.